Hello everybody. So first of all, I hope that you are all doing well and keeping safe at home, of course, but this doesn't mean that you can't drink wine. So do drink wine, stay safe and drink wine. That's what we want to tell you. Here it's all fine. We have been really busy as usual. Of course, with the virus going on and striking all over the world, it's all a bit of a complicated time. However, life goes on for us. The vines are growing, the wines are maturing, and it has now come to the time where we are about to do the blending of the wine. So if you remember in the previous, 2 months ago, we did the blending with Thijs when we met him in Montpellier. Now we're gonna do the blending full scale. In the meantime, what we are gonna do is we are going to prepare the wine for filtration. So I'm gonna explain you the various steps I'm gonna be doing on the wine today. So here we are. We have our 3 amphoras here. So I've tasted them individually again. They do taste very good, all of them. Each of them are quite different, but the blend comes together pretty well. So I'm gonna stick with the blend that we decided with Thijs. And there's another thing that I'm gonna be doing today. So I'm gonna be taking the wine, the right quantities from each amphoras that we need. I'm gonna blend it in here, in this tank. This tank is empty, of course, and it's an insulated tank, so it has 10 centimeters of polyurethane foam. So this is very useful because when you put the wine in there and if you cool the wine down, it stays cold, very, very cold. So I'm gonna do the blending, send the wine there. Before sending the wine in there, I'm gonna fill the tank with carbon dioxide gas in order to protect the wine from any contact with the oxygen, so that the wine won't. Obviously, this is a big tank. It is 15,000 liters, and here we have 1,500 liters. So when I'm gonna put the wine in here, this is not going to be full, and so there's gonna be some air. And the point of putting gas is to have gas floating on top of the wine, as I've already explained you. So yes, I'm gonna be pumping the wine. Once it's in there, I'm gonna cool the wine down. And I'm gonna cool the wine at a temperature of -1 degree Celsius, something like that. And so the wine will basically be at a freezing temperature. The wine will not freeze because there is alcohol in there, so it will not freeze at -1. But this will force the tartric precipitation to happen. Vines is the only plant that produces tartric acid. It's a natural acidity that is present in the plant, so in the sap, in the leaves, in the berries, and of course you have it, of course, then on the juice, in the juice. This acidity is unstable. This means that with the time, this acidity will decrease, and basically you're going to have crystals of tartric acid that will form, and these crystals are going to turn solid, and they're going to form little crystal. So I'm sure we're going to see them. We're going to see once I've emptied the amphoras, we're going to see little crystals of tartar, and but there are still a lot of acidity within the wine that is basically unstable. And so if we were bottling the wine as it is straight away, then you take the wine, it will all be fine, actually, all be cleared. But if you take the wine, put it in your fridge at 2-3 degrees temperature, the tartric acidity will precipitate, and you're gonna have a deposit of crystals that will basically look like sugar crystal, but in the bottle, and we want to avoid that. So what I'm gonna do, do the blending, put it in a tank, and then cool down the blend at -1 degree, and this will force that precipitation, that tartaric precipitation, to happen. Hello guys, so it's been 2 days since I cooled down the wine in order to do the tartaric precipitation. Today I'm gonna do the filtration. So I'm gonna show you. I have the filter behind me that is ready to filter. So we're gonna take a closer look at it. So I'm gonna try and explain quickly how it works. We have the wine coming from the tank here that enters on this side. The wine is circulating through the filter, and the main part of the filter is here. Here we have layers, different layers, that we fill up with what we call diatomeous earth. It's a very, very fine powder that is actually made of chalk, a kind of chalk. Of course, it is tasteless, it doesn't give any taste to the wine. And as the wine will go through these layers, the diatomeous earth will retain all the things that we want to get rid in the wine, which is, in this case, the tartaric precipitation. So the tartaric precipitation are going to stay here, and the wine is going to exit from here back in the tank. So this is what we're using for filtration. As you can see, it's a very, very fine powder, a very fine dust. As I said, it is tasteless, it cannot give any taste to the wine, and anyway, it doesn't stay in the wine. What I'm doing here is quite simple. I'm adding some of this earth in the wine. The wine is now circulating on itself. It doesn't go through this tank, and this tank is gonna just slowly pump and add more diatomeous earth on the filter as the wine is being filtered. It's a bit complex. Best way would be to find on internet an explanation on how it works, an explanation in Dutch, so that you could understand quite easily, because I wouldn't be able to explain it in English right now. But anyway, I'm going to show you the result. Now the wine exits the filter. We can actually see it flowing here. This is a clear wine, and it goes here. As you can see, I'm injecting some gas again, because this can mean a little contact with oxygen. So by injecting gas right now, I'm getting rid of any oxygen that would have come in. And now I'm sending the wine back into this tank here. I'm not putting it in the amphoras because the amphoras are quite at a regular temperature. They are at around 10 degrees Celsius, 12 degrees Celsius. That's the temperature in the cellar. And the wine himself is at about 1-2 degrees Celsius. So if I was to put the wine straight away into amphoras, it would break the amphoras because of the change in temperature. So I'm putting the wine here. I'm gonna warm it up to 10 degrees Celsius, and then I'm putting back in the amphoras.